Hey guys, how's it going? Hey Jenny, hey folk. Mute Kwoli. She's loud. What's up guys? Hey darling. Am I? I don't know. Tired and very happy about the weather outside. I went with the dog outside and I froze to death. It's a fucking cold wind. Join my Discord in case someone wants to bother me today, which doesn't really happen anymore. Hey Talo. Shall we fucking listen to today? Any recommendations? What music are you guys listening? You guys seen the whole leak for Grand Theft Auto 6? My microphone is working, right? Hey, crap. My Twitter is filled up with videos from Grand Theft Auto. They'll have to cancel it. What do I think about it so far? Kinda sucks for a next gen game. Looks very old gen. But again, this is mid-production. It can change completely till the actual release. Though from these videos, it looks like it's quite advanced, you know? Kinda amazed me. But that's a lot of fucking videos. Apparently there are like 90 videos released. How can all that get leaked? They had been hacked, and someone apparently stole a build, made videos of it. Yeah, Rafael. How's it going? Forgot to. I said that I'm gonna upload some videos on Patreon today, and I completely forgot. It's tomorrow. You know what's funny? I haven't seen one single video on Facebook though. Like Twitter, it's filled up, and there was not a single video on Facebook. Anyways, Yeah, I would show you the videos from Grand Theft Auto, but sadly I don't think it's fine because uh, I'm pretty sure Rockstar will start reporting everything. But just go to Twitter and search GTA 6 and you'll find whatever you want to see. I have no more here, I guess. Whether on Twitter this morning, crazy you didn't see any of it. Oh my god, my feed it's only that shit. Like people don't have anything else to talk about. It's going places. Watch the Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks. Why it's sad. What exactly it's sad about it? Not like that's what they will release. But you already been in game production. Learning Man 101, thanks for the sub. You're new here, aren't you? Yep, following since today. No, following since September 10. Oh, don't be afraid to talk with us. You would prefer to wait for a trailer? The point of that was not for a trailer. Crud, go and learn my how to become a successful artist in 6 months blog on our station. If you haven't already and you're still asking that question, then you should know better. You should. There is actually Command. Yeah. Yeah, Robin. Thanks for the sub. And after so long, I still wanna call you Bucci. And I swear to God, if you would change your text color from yellow, I would not know who the fuck you are. I would be very confused. So good to feel like great every day. Do you guys know? Like physically to be perfect. Yeah. Okay, Soviet. Good luck. I see. Would you go again through a 3D school? Better luck. Okay, you won't go there. That's what you need to do, Brad. Just put your fucking ass in front of the computer, Brad. Pick up a good concept of what you want to do and stick to it. That's all you have to do. And every time you hit a wall, try to find resources of how to fix it and how to reach the highest quality. Give it time, you'll build up a good portfolio and won't have a problem in the industry. That's it. I don't need schools, you don't need fucking handholding. Especially not most of the fucking 3D schools out there. A bit of a fucking disgrace, to be honest. Wasted 11,500 euros. They thank you that it was that cheap, bro. There are people who wasted, 300k on going on some unnamed Canadian amazing 3D schools.
got this really great friend, Nimrod. He's like really fantastic. Go check him out. Go subscribe to him. Yeah, let's go.
Why would you play Cyberpunk now when they will release next year the fucking update and DLC and whatever the fuck they gonna release? Yeah, it's a fun day. Work on your portfolio. At least play something worth playing now. For what? Working on your portfolio is not fun? You, you haven't learned anything from me, Vrolok? Like nothing over the years? Hmm? You have more than 4 years of being around here, and you still haven't learned that there's no fun day, no playing games if you wanna grow. Hey, Saigon. Yeah, you know. Game is here. Hogwarts need more witches. Fucking monsters. That's what we're doing. Guys, please keep it to English in chat. I don't speak Spanish, okay? I am alive, monsieur. How are you, bro? How are the kids? Have you managed to fucking sleep this year? Continues to sleep like rabbits. I remind you of yourself, all concentrated and serious, but inside I'm funny. I thought I'm funny on the outside also. Don't worry. You used to think Kwoli was attractive, now I do not think so. Why, Larry? She's pretty. Don't tell her I said that. I'm fine, man. How are you? You're not watching Kwoli playing that garbage Elden Ring again? I was really hoping she will not play that shit again. Was too much to ask, wasn't it? He said nothing, just click. Thank you for being so nice. Just click. Many calls a month in my mentorship? Theoretically 4. Practically as many as needed. depending on where the student is. If he's gonna grind on a face and there's nothing to show and discuss, it can be none. You know? If he's doing low poly and he needs some technical help 3 times a week, I'll try to give it. As I said in that blog post also, even if uh, it's not something bad to want to go to a 3D school, but do your research, talk with former students, see if it's actually worth. Don't just jump because you've seen a fucking commercial. Right? You might be lucky and get one of those very few tutors that actually know what they're talking about, and they have experience in the industry and they can actually help you. Okay, Ludwigs. Just don't rush in taking decisions, to just jump into the first school that you've seen. What's cooking, Ludwigs? Waffles are cooking. Is this like the third breakfast? Second lunch? Okay. Makes sense. But again, it's not only about if they work in the industry or not, right? It's also about if they're capable of uh, teaching the students what they're doing and if what they're teaching it's actually right. There are people from the industry who have no fucking clue what they're doing. People with 10, 15 years of experience. New black note. Yeah. How long should a suitable topo take for that one that you have? A day? Maybe 2 in the worst case scenario. I mean, I don't know if he's on retopo because he haven't shown me the fixes, but just very confident, I guess. Got bored. You're trying to say? But you know how it is, lyrics. Being bored doesn't mean you're done. Sadly. What could poor Junie say, for example? We're only talking about getting bored about your model. Hmm? Hey, Flavia. Am I doing? I'm okay. How are you? Do you want a healer? Very tired of that jumpsuit. You're feeling really shitty? What happened? Sorry to hear that, Flavia. You want a cat, Flavia? Okay, he's waiting. Yeah, it's rough. Of course you want a cat. You want me to pack him up and send it to you?
Friend Nimrod, he's like really fantastic. Go check him out. Go subscribe to him. Yeah, let's go.
Feel like he wouldn't survive that? Well, if he survived being mauled by dogs, he would survive a fucking road till Germany. Don't worry. Can I work now? Hmm? No? Hey, super generous. I hear that. Go and sit down there. What do you think? That cat obviously gives the best hugs. He kinda does. He kinda fucking does.
I've got this really great friend Nimrod. He's like really fantastic. Go check him out. Go subscribe to him. Yeah, let's go.
Standard. Be very, very quiet. He's making hair. Yeah, apparently all of you don't want to talk with me today. You can join Discord and I have not the brain power to speak and work at the same time. Me neither. Screaming. Why are you doing Ludwig's dirty, Flavia? He's here only to chill, you know? Wanted to know if he feels like making progress. He haven't touched the hair in a while. He avoided it by doing the suit. Hey Genja, thanks for the sub. Hey Hino, thanks for the sub. Doing great. Are you sure? I've looked in your sketchbook. Are you sure you're doing great? And do you think I'm not looking into the sketchbooks or something? Oh, this is so tiresome. Are my thoughts? Let them out. Don't want to hear my thoughts. Then you're not gonna be well anymore. Is that what you want? How about we finish first the project we're working on? Plan ahead. We already discussed that your next project is gonna be a girl. I don't know why you're showing me a dude. The female dwarf. You can do the one from Rings of Power. An overgrown hobbit. Joining through Patreon means pay now or on 1st October or both. It means you pay when you join and then you're going to be charged at the beginning of every month. So that means that you're going to get charged now and then charged at the beginning of every month. Say something. What do you want me to say? You know? What do you want me to say? Can you show me how this elbow looks when he bends the arm like this? Also, why this fucking rope has like more geometry than the whole character? Or maybe two times more? Actually, I don't even understand why this is not in the body. So what was in your head when you did this character? One ugly ass character. You feel like it's a cool character? Also, how do you think this belt will bend with the body if it doesn't have topology in the same places? Like, how many intersections do you think you're gonna have there? Fuck it, it's Rigger's job. Yeah. To be honest, like a good character artist will make sure that the character it's gonna work perfectly when rigged. And that means understanding how rigging and skinning works and where to place your topology. Now, given that this is fucking stylized, no one cares, right? Like, let's be honest, no one gives a fuck. I think anyone will care if that elbow is gonna have like literally one polygon holding it together. Well, the thing is that, rigging with Mixam or any kind of automatic rigger, it's only gonna make like, two bone influence smooth rigging, right? But the reality is that on a proper rig, you're gonna have different weights and you're gonna have, hard uh, parts on the armor and shit, and that you need to make sure that all those parts are working correctly. Otherwise, you're gonna have a hard time. Like for example, I don't think you have on the shoulder here, you have enough topology for him to raise the arms up. I don't think it has anything. No, he said that the topology of the head is not done. Was that, Panju? Something that you cannot do. AI. Good to see you too also, and for saying hi and whatnot. Yeah, man, didn't we discuss this like 300 times on stream? Like, if you have. Where's my big pen? Right? Let's say this is your chest topology. right? And you have a fucking belt that goes like this, right? Then the topology on the chest is required to have vertices here also, right? And it also requires it to have, kind of like this kind of flow for it to bend properly and have limited deformation. Right? So if you have a belt, usually you want to keep exactly the topology that you have underneath. Or maybe more, right? It needs more details. But you need to have the topology for it to properly deform and not go through. Because if you have fucking topology that it's, like this, the moment when this bends is done. It's done. Something is gonna go through. You understand? And we discussed this like so fucking many times on this stream. I need more polygons on this shit, to be honest. What's my opinion on real illusion suit? You mean that auto rigger? Oh, I've seen some videos the other day. Or that's called Aku rigger from Real Illusion. Because Real Illusion is having like 10 different softwares, right? But that's better than Mixamo in some ways and worse in other. I don't care about them too much, to be honest. Good for testing stuff, but definitely not for production stuff. What does that mean? Very limited animation presets. Yeah, but you can retarget any fucking animation from Mixamo on that rig, 'cause it's just a rig. Like, wherever you're getting your motion capture stuff, that doesn't matter. You can retarget it. Whatever. Like, it doesn't matter where you made the rig. The rigging is very fast. Okay. It's the same process as Midsummer. You set up points, press a button, and wait a bit, and it's done. From what I've seen, that Real Illusion plugin, whatever, has better results for elbows, knees, right? Like they have different weights, so that it's not just a tube average that bends, and it has some proper rigging for hands. Probably don't know how to export it and import it. When I do the inside of the mouse, I usually have it on a separate material. Yeah, in general, the mouse, like if you're referring to teeth and gums and tongue, those are on a separate texture because usually it's reused in games for multiple characters, so there's no point to put it on each head. Do I give unique UV space for each tooth or all in one? That depends on game. Like if you look in my stores, right, on Gumroad on our station store, I have a mouse interior there, right, where each tooth is separate. And given how the technology is nowadays, I think that's how it should be, right? But there are still games where they make like the tooths combined with the gums and everything, a single mesh, which is kind of sad. Isn't texture size irrelevant now because of virtual texture streaming? Not really, man. There are things, for example, Unreal 5 has virtual texture streaming, right? But that means, first of all, you need to have a very fast drive to pull up the textures from. And there are some types of textures that don't work with virtual streaming, like opacity. So those will get loaded into your memory, right? So it's not, it's still a debatable subject. And it's still not like it's doing magic, you know? I can put a fucking 64K texture or something. Keep also in mind that big textures are very big in size. Well, let's see how it looks so far. We're gonna have to take it a little bit to ZBrush. And we're gonna need to put like stray hairs and refine the fucking hairline. But at least she's not bald anymore. There's so much volume here. And we need to raise it here in front a little bit. And look at these fucking gaps. Shit. It's an OBJ. So let's see here. A bit too much volume on her hair. I'm gonna fix it, bro. Takes a little bit of effort. Hey, why the? Why is my tablet doing this shit? I need a new tablet. My pen is nowhere close to that. Yeah. in so many different streams. Well, we're a tight community here. You know, a lot of the other streamers are my students or people who been around the community for ages. Cam lost focus. I don't know what's with this fucking camera. Let me just put it manual. And Windows resets the settings all the fucking time, which is another thing that drives me insane. And when is Morty graduating? When he will fucking do what needs to be done. And fast. It's not about the updates, Ludwigs. If I restart the PC, these fucking cameras don't retain the settings. Period. Hey Divine, thanks for the sub, man. At 48 months, you're gonna need to do. I'm gonna need to do an anime stream. But 48,000 months, maybe. I think you misspelled that. We're gone again through the fucking skull. And I told her to shape her head so I can see the shape of her skull, but she was like, no, no, no. Hey, Barvaj. Want me to do a likeness of you, Flavia? You see this? I don't know. Or your scissors. Make her eyes a little bit bigger. We have here. Hair cap, Flavia. Oh, for the beard. Yeah, I would not shave my beard either for a fucking scam. Sorry. That's not an option. You know, the mental trauma of you looking in the mirror after you shaved, after wearing a beard for ages. Holy fucking shit, that is not worth a fucking NPC in a game. Period. Approximate. Scan with beard and approximate. You have no idea what the bottom half of your face looks like. I know. I honestly, the last time I completely shaved was maybe like 12 years ago. Like, holy fucking shit. I would be scarred for life if I shave. But again, Ludwig's has a fucking epic beard also. Like, how would you shave that? Are you crazy? You need to wait another 12 years to grow back. What's wrong with the beard? Hi. You don't have? What stops you to grow one? Or it's just not growing?
Nimlot, you fucker. What are you streaming on a Sunday for?
Hi, did you? Why,
Hi.
I'm not allowed to fucking stream or...
Yes, you're not allowed to stream. I forbid you.
Interesting. Okay, lower my music. I can actually fucking hear you. You forbid me. That's
I forbid you, yes.
a very interesting concept. Are you allowed to do that though?
Yes.
How? How did you
And then
get?
I
How did you?
just tell you not to.
How did you get to that conclusion that you're allowed to? Tell me if I can stream or not.
Well, here's the thing. If I'm allowed nothing, if you keep on allowing me to do nothing, maybe it will come to a point where I'll be allowed to do anything, you know?
Well, keep dreaming. Gonna be fine. Eventually.
No, I don't dream.
You don't dream?
Dream.
Just sort it out with the work, or you're still pissed?
I'm hella pissed, but I'm handing in my resignation tomorrow. Like, I do not want to deal with this condescending vibe.
Nice. So,
Like, you go ahead.
any options?
Probably I'm just gonna become a freelancer. To be honest, I'm like pretty much done with working with Belgian game companies that keep thinking like, how do you say it? Like, have small minded? No, that's not the word. I'm looking
It's
for
a
a word.
word.
I mean, it is a word, but
But yeah, that's kind of like how they think, right? They think small and
yeah.
basically doing indie stuff with as little people as needed.
I mean, if you get a message from the art director where he tells you that you need to switch to Blender because he's convinced that moments of inspiration is not faster, then you know what you're dealing with.
With a Blender user.
Yeah.
But in the end, if the studio tells you to use a software, you kind of are supposed to use whatever they tell you to use.
Well, the funny thing is that I actually mentioned that I use more, and he said, "Yeah, it's fun, you can use it." And now he's like, "No, you can't use it anymore."
So, does it hurt to actually use Blender?
Yes,
I mean, I can
because
understand, but
it slows me down. Like the Blender experience is like, okay, how do you do this? So you look up on Google. Oh, you need to press Control Shift Alt G. But is there a button for it? No, Control Shift Alt G. Okay. That's Blender in a nutshell.
yeah, but like that's a bad thing that it's heavily relying on shortcuts.
Well, it's good if you've never worked with any other program, but if you work like with a gazillion programs and you have your custom short keys, you know.
Doesn't Blender have like a pie menu?
Yes, where you can like more or less customize it, yeah. Okay, let's just say I don't like it. Okay, can we agree on that?
It's I would say no also to if someone will force me to use Blender, but
Yeah, exactly. And that and shall I make it even worse? Guess which engine they're using?
Unity.
Uh-huh.
Of course they use Unity. I mean, it only makes sense.
And like the whole way you have to like submit your stuff to the engine, and I've worked with a couple of things. I've never seen something so complicated. Like I don't
Oh,
understand. I don't
say
understand
fake
why it's
you
so
you
hard.
never use CryEngine, okay?
Say again.
say thank you never used CryEngine or some
Never
other
used CryEngine. Yeah.
or some other shit, because there are some crazy other engines out there that are not easy to work with, especially proprietary stuff for the big studios. They're insane, man. Like the engine, for example, for the Elder Scroll game, that shit, it's a disgrace. Even like people who worked in the fucking with the fucking engine in house were mind boggled by that shit, and they had their plugins and shit for exporting and importing.
Yeah, yeah. But like I've been working there for a month and I still don't understand how I'm supposed to submit stuff to the engine. It's like the way they work is like with, I don't know how it is for other engines, but it's like with merge requests. So you have to like request that a programmer looks at it and he merges to like the current system. Like what the fuck, man? I don't understand why is that so hard. Like
Right?
take an example like Perforce. Perf is like so amazing.
Hey, David. Perforce is amazing, but it's
Yeah.
also a pain in the ass a lot of times. Hey, Paul. Thanks for the sub, man.
I'm going through jobs like crazy, I know, right, Junie? I have that with the Belgian game companies apparently. I mean, the thing is though, since I've worked for
Look,
like when I was, go ahead.
my question for you is there any studio left in Belgium where you haven't worked?
It's becoming harder. You're right. There are still a couple of them, but I'm not interested in them. Let's say it like that. I mean, it is bad,
Hey,
Punji, but
Seagull.
the thing is, hi Seagull. The thing is, since I've worked for like a big company, I've tend to like where everything's like very structured, well explained. You know, there was like nice hierarchy. There was always people like ready to talk to you, this and that. I've I've grown a little bit impatient to let's say bullshit and bullshit answers.
Thanks for the sub, darling. You heard that in Fallout 4, the subway trains are animated by binding them to an invisible human character? Might be. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
Yeah.
Can you see the hair
So
card or the clumps? Sure. Basically, what you see are two clumps, but one of them it's only underneath. Most of the stuff is this clump that's on top. Looks like this. I can put it. That's pretty much it. And if you want to see the textures, are this one. This is the hairs that I use for the textures. So I'm probably gonna have to remove a few strands from this. Goes a little bit too dense.
but let's see. I probably have to have a notice period, but after that will start streaming again.
You should.
I should. I agree. I should.
What project you wanna make?
Well, let's say, let me. It's kind of a bit of. I don't want to say revenge, but it is a bit of revenge to show them how it's actually what kind of quality you can make if you actually provided good concept art. So I'm gonna make a certain prop that I was handed, but with bad. Because of bad supervision, I couldn't really make it. But I'm not gonna do it now with good concept art. Something like that. If that makes sense.
I don't know. Is it a good concept?
I have to find a good concept first. Or maybe I could even like talk to a concept art. In fact, let me actually message him right now. Like I honestly I don't understand how, as an art director, how can you like dismiss the fact that you need concept art, especially if it's sci-fi? Can you explain that to me, Nimlot?
No, I can't.
We expect our seniors to do also concept art and designing. Yeah, I'm gonna have a word with him tomorrow. Do you want to call Nimlot?
No.
Call them.
Call who?
Call them. The company.
Your company?
Yeah.
Want me to tell them to fire you?
No, because I will probably quit myself, but tell them that they need good concept art.
Mm. But they don't need. They have you to design stuff. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm not the designer, and they did not like my designs.
Get better.
Yeah,
Get
obviously.
good.
Exactly, I need to get good.
The fuck is that?
What is what?
Get good.
I'm not good. That's the problem. They don't think I'm good.
Well, get good. Ah, the industry. You should open a 3D school, DJ.
Should I teach them?
Yeah, just go and teach. Make some tutorials, you know?
Can I charge them a lot of money?
Exactly.
Cool.
I was saying Blender teacher.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. I have better Twitch TV settings. I can see the deleted message. You know what actually pissed me off the most, and it actually, and that's the last thing I will say, is like I don't understand how they're not taking accountability. How they're not like, okay, sorry, we're sorry for the miscommunication. So the art director wants it that way, but most of the times he's AFK because he's too busy with other projects. Then they have the lead that kind of like more or less covers for it, but what his opinion on how the thing should look is like completely different. So like not only am I dealing with that feedback that I'm applying, then the next day the art director comes in, is like, no, I don't like that. It's not what it's supposed to look like. It should look like that. So like a whole day of progress is like gone to the window just because of lack of direction and no clear concept.
That's how it should be. You're getting paid for that day anyway, so why do you fucking care?
Yeah, yeah, because I do not want to give like the impression that I'm not good at what I do.
Ah, but you're not good at what you're doing.
Okay, good.
Design. Are you?
No,
So again, getting feedback doesn't mean you're not good at what you're doing. It's just feedback.
Yeah, but they also gave the feedback that it's taking too long to complete.
So you're afraid you're gonna get that shit like on the job you had in Spain.
Yes.
But then they'll come back and say that you took too long, you're fired.
Yeah. And even though it's not my fault, in my opinion, but I have the feeling that, yeah. But it doesn't matter because tomorrow I'm handing in my resignation anyway. I don't really want to work with the art director anymore.
Fair enough.
Especially if you attack at me saying that Moy is not faster than Blender. I know enough. Then I know enough. Seriously.
Well, it might not be for some stuff that he wants you to do. For someone who actually knows those plugins. Because if you only watch those YouTube videos of people doing stuff with Blender, right? Like the guy who made that box cutter, Jerry Perkins, right?
Mm-hmm.
You watch his videos when he's modeling some garbage with no concept and anything, just wing it. Right? Looks like very fast to do stuff. And maybe that's what they want.
They want me to just to doodle something, huh?
Exactly. Doodling.
I might as well just buy something from Turbo Squid then and modify it a little bit and call it done.
Or if you would be smart enough, you're working from home,
Yeah.
outsource. Find a Blender user who's proficient at doing garbage sci-fi stuff and outsource, my friend. Pay him a quarter of your salary. Or find more people than one. Put them make
Damn,
iterations.
make a whole business, yeah.
Exactly. Hey Smokey, thanks for
Damn.
the sub.
I'm not that smart though to come up with something like that though.
Is that legal? If he doesn't have it specifying his contract, sure, why not? It depends.
But I've asked like the colleagues, and like they've mentioned it too that he seems to have like issues with just like providing concept art. It's like it's the task of the 3D artist to create concept art. It's like I seriously don't understand that.
The thing is, in general, uh, studios will put, in the contract that you cannot subcontract it. But I had contracts where it was not specified. And I had work that I passed over to other people. Especially when I had 2 or 3 jobs. Fuck the
Mm.
shit. Your contract says you can't show anything to anyone that you work on? Yeah. But you can sign a contract with that person that you're subcontracting it. Another NDA. It's been more than 2 years. It's been.
But I think tomorrow I should get like a message from the recruiter for the new company. It's outsourcing, but I can work completely remote. It's actually very big outsourced, you know, and they're willing to pay what I asked them.
Well, good luck.
We'll see how that goes.
Most of the time the NDA are bullshit. Yeah. Well, when I had that kind of clauses in my contract, Flavia, I tell them to remove them. Like you're not allowed to work on a competition for next 5 years or bullshit like that. Like fuck off. That's what I do. Well, the thing is, if it's in a contract, it's kind of legal. Feel like I've been hit by a fucking truck.
So is that same truck that's hitting you, huh?
It's the same one, bro. Swear to God.
Always going in reverse.
Yeah, sometimes goes forward, then goes in reverse and forward. I don't know why I feel like so bad.
Hello, Neo.
I was uh I was watching Kwoli playing Elden Ring and she just died so stupidly, I swear to God. Jesus Christ.
Ew, you're watching people play Elden Ring? That's even worse than playing Elden Ring.
You're reading the Grand Theft Auto 6 drama? Rockstar is moving. Moving what?
Drama?
Yeah, they been a big leak with the Grand Theft Auto 6
Oh,
videos all over the internet.
really?
Yep.
What kind of leaks are we talking about?
Yeah, he stole a build. Someone stole a build of Grand Theft Auto 6 and he posted like 90 videos on the internet.
Hmm. Wait, was it someone that worked there, or was it like hacked? Or
I have no idea. I think Rockstar knows either. Oh, what? They're making 6? Of course they're making 6. Probably since like 4 or 5 years ago.
why does it? So I'm actually looking at it right now. Why does it look like GTA 5?
Did you expect though? Yeah, it's not really looking like Grand Theft Auto 5. It's looking a bit better, but still not
Yeah,
2022
a little.
worth, you know?
Yeah,
But
you're right.
again,
It's a little bit better. Yeah.
it's still middle of production. Everything will look completely different at the end.
I hope so.
You know that they worked on games, how it look a game looks in the middle of production and how it looks when released.
Usually it looks worse.
It depends.
I think like God of War was like one of the only ones where it actually looked more or less better.
It's again like from what I've seen in those videos, the rigs are better, the characters are more worked up. Those 2-3 characters that are actually finished. The the lighting looks more believable.
Yeah, the lighting looks better though. Yeah, that's for sure.
But again, like most of those are, like AI crowd simulation and shit like that. Testing animations and stuff. You feel sad for Rockstar devs, many effort, imagine they feel like shit now. Look, I'm so happy that this leak exists. From my point of view, I think the world needs to see more in the middle of production videos from games, especially from AAA games. Like this whole fucking under the radar bullshit drives me insane. Like, because at the end you only see the marketing stuff, right? Like those rigged fucking in-game cinematics. 'Cause we cannot call them actual gameplay, pre-rendered gameplay. And then you're getting fooled to buy a fucking shit game, right? This is nice, show them production, show them that you're working on stuff and how it looks so far, and what you're implementing and shit like that. I don't know why the industry is not doing this anymore.
Don't ask me. I want them to release demos like back in the day.
That also. Well, you still have like a demo because you can buy a game and then ask for a refund if you don't like. Am I in the mood for a review? A review on what, Snooki?
I mean, like back in the day, if you would buy like a magazine of like a PlayStation magazine, you would always get like a disc with like free demos on it.
Yeah, back in the day.
That was so cool.
The Globe. They finished it, Snooki? Send me some pictures, I know. Okay. Like literally everything that you've done is locking volumes.
Are we allowed to see it?
It's on stream.
Oh, wait, sorry. I had it hidden.
Like you didn't listen to George and you rushed, Smokey. You rushed to finish it. What ray tracing has to do with volumes? And why should I put ray tracing on? I see enough shadows. It's not making any difference, bro. Ray tracing is not doing any shadow, any difference, just reflections. The volumes don't appear out of nowhere. And I'm not talking about the texturing, because that's definitely not finished. I have to put a lot of effort into making believable texture. The problem that you have it's with the sculpting. Like all the secondary volumes. Like look at this. And George told you to be more careful with the shapes and spend time sculpting them. Let's take this these leaves, right? That you made. Like if you look at them, right? Like the details that are here, and you compare with what you did, it's not there. Like even the layering that you have here, because you have a lot of negative space going in under, right? So the volumes are more rounder and they're actually visible in silhouette. No, you barely have that. You sculpted a little bit here, but you don't have it as a volume. Look at the silhouette of this leg. Like just look at it. Now look at yours. It's almost straight. Right? And I can even try to move this into the same position as there. I don't say. You see what I mean? Like in terms of silhouette and small details, you're lacking a lot. Like, for example, this leaf here, it's actually sitting in the air. It has like a black shadow everywhere, right? It goes on top. You need higher low poly too. Not necessarily, but like all the volumes and everything that you sculpted here, it's lacking attention, and that shows, for example, here also. Like where is the sharp line these clothes have, you know, and the detail at the end, right? It has like a middle sharp line, and the shape is like a peanut, right? Like it goes in, like it has, you know, separate fingers. Yours looks very uniform. And you made some sharp line there, but by any means you don't have that separation, right? Let's take a look at this, right? Right, and the leaves that actually come on top. Does it look the same to you? Okay, Flavia, enjoy your meal and see you around. And like the details, like you put some effort into what you sculpted, right? But it's lacking quite a lot of details. And then a lot of the shapes, you know, I can see the fucking thing that you just didn't extrude and you didn't even bother to, you know, break the edges a bit. Like, look at this wood here. Is it uniform? No, it has some cracks. It has some deformation. It has some, you know, edges that are worn. And even if you don't understand exactly what's in the middle, right? You need to go and find similar stuff and learn from that. This is wood, right? You need to get the feel of the wood. You're not really having the feel of the wood on what you did here, except the texturing, right? But like in terms of modeling, like look how beautiful this edge is and how filled up with scratches and, you know, non-uniform it is, while you have perfect straight lines. And in the texturing the same, like you put no roughness variation, no dents, no cracks, no nothing. How are these wood pieces coming together, right? Because you don't even show a proper, you know, separation in between the wood parts that should be here, right? Like a bigger crease in between. What should be brass or copper? The whole thing? No, it's wood, given the, you can see the veins. It's wood. It's sculpted in wood. The only brass thing, it's this edge here and metal piece holds the globe. This is wood. But it's lacking in silhouette and it's lacking in detailing. Look at the face of the eagle. Right? And look at yours. Where are the fucking, you know, feathers on his head? Where's the, you know, eyes? Where's the nice separation in between these forms, right? Here, like the whole uh, feathers that you have here, like if you look at the actual cuts that are in them, right? They don't have the same depth as you sculpted them, right? This one is super deep, right? This is shallow. This one is deeper, right? There are different volumes happening in here, while yours are very uniform. You know, like it needs to have more variation, more detail, more refined the shapes. Like this is not refined. This looks like something that someone made with a standard brush in 5 minutes. You want it to look believable? Well, you need to spend some time with that clay and all the brushes that you have and make sure that, you know, the silhouettes and the transitions are more alike to, you know, how a wood sculpture would look like. And if these pictures are not big enough, find similar stuff. You will find plenty of statues made in wood that have this kind of details. Where you can see better.
Go ahead. This looks like a fun prop to sculpt, though.
Yeah, it is a fun prop to sculpt. But again, and once you're done with the sculpting, right? You need to make wear and tear smoky. You have literally none. No edge breakups, no edge polish put on edges. Like you can see it in specularity that it's happening in here, right? This is because it's a more planar shape, right? Same with this one. Then the round shape of the leg, or whatever, squarish. Right? Same here. This happen, you know, because you need to go with an edge polish and break or trim dynamic or whatever and break some of the edges. That's what gives it, you know, the feel of old. And cracks and stuff like that, like this big crack here, that should exist in your model. In literally your high poly. You do? Or here in the texture? Not really there, is it? Like proportion wise also, like try to vary these boxes a little bit more, you know, try to make them look like made of wood. You're not there yet. You're not. You moved past the high poly without making sure that you know you spent enough time. Remember how long George took to sculpt that jug? Because he was close a lot of times while while sculpting that, right? But if you're trying to achieve something that's gonna be impressive for someone looking at it, right? You need to make sure that every single shape is right, is there. And it's not like you have some very flat surfaces that will not exist. Like think about the fact that these are hand sculpted, right? With a chisel. These perfectly flat surfaces that you made will not exist. Like take your time. Like this, sure, it would be acceptable in a lot of games as you made it, right? Like you just slap the fucking texture for the globe and deliver it, and you know maybe work a little bit more on some roughness variation for the wood and some dents and scratches, and sure everyone will appreciate it, right? And it's a good model overall. But you want people to look at it and be like, how the fuck did he made it? No, that's the goal. Because you're gonna have plenty of time in production to cut corners, right? And almost sculpt. That's the thing. To fast pump musher. I'm trying to get mentored. I know what you want to accomplish and value. Well, you know what you want and you think I'm the right person, join through my Patreon.
I definitely wanna like sculpt something hard surface, but with like this kind of like ornamental design. I'm on the lookout for something like that. Maybe something steampunkish or something.
And you know, Smokey, that I have a video on my YouTube about how to set up a marmoset scene to actually look at it, right? Even if you want to simulate, you know, local reflections instead of using ray tracing. The fucking values of this roughness are insane. It's way too shiny in the wood. I'm gonna have a lot of work to do on the texturing. Gonna stop to the desperate tier when you get your next check. Cool. Be aware that Patreon will charge you at the beginning of every month, right? So if you join now, you're gonna get charged now, but the next payment will be on the first of the next month. Oh, the video, yeah, it's. I think there's also like a command for it. I don't recall which was.
Why does your video only have like 62 likes? What the fuck?
Because that's the only people who looked at it. But even if you don't need to prep it for rendering, right? But if you want to look at your how your asset would actually look in a game, you need to check it, right? Or put it in Unreal, you know, put it in Unreal 5 in one of those example scenes and see how it's looking. But the lighting setup will change completely how things look like.
Sorry, I'm just laughing with all those that scene with all those lights.
But uh,
Who am I to laugh? But it's still funny to see.
there was an image, right, that I had with the amount of lights.
Yeah. With their hands with all those lights.
Yes, Asgrat, it's on my fucking YouTube, and Smokey I just linked it in the chat. It is really, really shiny. It is. Well, you don't have any aging on this fucking roughness. Just have the uniform fucking pretty much specularity everywhere.
And your albedo, your base color seems to be like the same everywhere else as well.
No, he has some variation
Oh, okay.
in lightness. It's also too dark. Yeah, you know the PBR values, right?
Mm.
For look dev, it's better Marmoset than Unreal. Yeah, absolutely. It's easier to set up everything. You don't have to spend 3 hours dabbling with shaders and a proper, scene. But it's even darker in the reference. No, you need to use proper values. This is not darker in the scene than what you have there, because this is a heavily illuminated scene, right? But imagine if I drop down the light. Like it would be in, a shadowy area in game. This is pure black. It's done. Marmoset is not expensive. Well, Marmoset is more expensive than Unreal, which is free. Anyway, Uni Princess. But like, think about the fact that you're gonna have aces. In Unreal, where the curves are completely different, right? So the darks are dark, and it's done. It's game over. You don't see shit. Am I from Africa? No, I'm not. I'm from Romania.
Sorry. Sorry, I had to laugh at that question.
But how did you go to the to the idea that I'm from Africa? Where from Africa? That Romania is in Africa? Pretty much. Back to sculpting, Smokey. Don't rush, man. Take your time. Take your time to nail down the shapes. And use it, as I said, like gather references outside of your uh, of your object to see exactly uh, how sculpted wood looks like. My account, my accent, I suppose you were trying to say. Not that you were rushing, is that you thought you were doing good. But I told you also that what George told you was right, and you haven't moved from what you showed to George in terms of sculpting.
One of those only times you should listen to Mort.
No, he was showing you. He was literally sculpting on your high poly, bro. What are you talking about? He had a stream where he spent like an hour sculpting on your stuff. He was modifying the head of the fucking eagle and shit. What are you talking about? I was lurking. Robin, oh my god. Thanks for the sub. And congrats on the year. And where the fuck is the game, Robin? How are you, sir? I'm very good, sir. How are you?
Hello, sir. Please, sir.
Where am I sculpting? This is Kwoli. It's our friend of the community and also a streamer. You can go and watch her right now. She's playing Elden Ring. I need to set up a I need to set up a sub goal, but I have one. You're okay, still working on the last two chapters of your game out of 28. Because I suppose in this last year, since I've heard nothing about your game, Robin, you must have made like at least 20 chapters, right? Just 14 plus hours of gameplay. It's already AAA, bro. You already have twice as long, twice as much time as Stray, for example. Insane. Valhalla. No, that's quadruple A, okay? We don't talk about Valhalla in terms of these poor bastards who are making only AAA. You can stop Banjo at any point, right?
Supposed to be funny, Panja.
He's trying, yeah, as usual.
Yeah.
I got a new character idea for Final Fantasy. An African Romani who is high sorcerer. You know, Romani, it's the term that we use for gypsies. It's not Romanian. By the way, Divine, how's your game going? I haven't seen you streaming in a while. Hey, Jesus. What's up, man? Thanks for the sub. Wow, Junie went for the juggler.
Damn, Junie.
You're coaching y'all's football season? American football or soccer? Can I review another one? No, because I have to go. American football. Next time, Asgard.
When is that? Tomorrow?
When is what? When I
When are you
stream
gonna
next time?
streaming? Yeah.
I don't know. Depends how I feel. I was not feeling well today either, but I had to force myself to work a bit. At least get this closer to be done. I guess we're gonna go to Kwoli since we're making her. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Have a great rest of the day, and see you next time. And Panju, stop being racist. And be nice.